Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's Divinely Guided Rune Reading. We have a lot to go over with a shift in Mercury changing a sign, Saturn is changing a sign, the moon is also changing. All these different aspects, right, are in play and transitioning through this beginning of Gemini season. So let's jump into these divinely guided rune readings and click on yours and cross-watch, share with your friends, family, relatives if you'd like. Also, I do offer one-on-one professional guided rune readings, so if you would like one of those rune readings from me personally, you can get details from that through reaching out through youressentialpractice.com there on the website, or just shoot me an email through youressentialpractice@gmail.com, or you can contact me at any of the socials linked down in the description box below. Also, incidentally, more information about all of the different planetary heavenly body aspects, challenges, and changes, what we can look forward to and be prepared for as a collective. That all of that information is also down in the description box below. So without further ado, let's jump into your divinely guided rune reading for this week.
Greetings, Scorpio, and welcome to your divinely guided rune reading for the week. I've already shuffled and meditated on your runes for the week, and the energetic space has been cleansed. So let's jump right on into it, shall we? In the energetic past, we have Awas. So this is like the U branch, the YEW branch of the ash tree. So it's called the ash or the yew tree. So this is what they used to make bows out of in the past, calling that item to be very durable and very flexible, right? When we flex too much or when we don't flex enough, we can snap our branches off and become stuck, frozen, rigid like Isa, repeating life lessons. When we are flexing, though, in healthy ways, we can kind of flex with the branches a little bit and start to see the sun come out, right? And thaw everything out and kind of calm down the storm. So your energetic past here, regardless, you've had to endure and be tough and really kind of just had to kind of take things in the energetic stride, as they were, calling you to be more present, right? When we're not present, this seems like more and more of a chore, doesn't it? When we release our need to control this, then this feels like nothing. So in your energetic now rune, you have Urus. So Scorpio, Urus for you, this is like that momentum, the very grounded, very solid beginning and ending to this energy. And it's a little slow to begin, but you get that like downward hill style kind of momentum going through this, like maybe a little tough in navigating the flexing, but you're really in that grounded momentum and stability after it now, especially after that full moon that was in your sign, and now you're able to really have better communication going into this week here, as far as what you're calling in for your abundance and your vitality, like the energies you're surrounding yourself with. Where do you find your grounding, your center in right now, right? Urus is calling you to really move forward in that methodical kind of grounded approach to things, but also do so with that in that aspect of knowing, like you are knowing what you're doing, you can gain that momentum and get into those healed energies. Yeah, because in the future here, you have Sawilo, the sun rune. Now, Sawilo, the sun rune, it's it's like that rune here that's kind of Awas that got transmuted in very healthy ways, and it's becoming more of that innate sense of more vitality, like the Midas touch here. Now the sun here in your energetic near future here. This is like the sun doesn't care who or what or how it shines its energy, its light, its abundance, right? So that's kind of like the energy that you're going to be embodying here. You know how to surrender to the flow of the depths and to really be grounded in the sense that of still having that forward moving progress, but not in a sense that's detrimental to yourself. Something that leads to more abundance, some success here for your future. This is beautiful. I like these runes more than Fehu for abundance as well. So to me, these are more of your vital essence, your spiritual well-being, your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical body as well. That sort of really beautiful abundance and energies and success throughout your life. So let's see what the energetic influence of the now energy is. Isn't Yera? Yera is the rune meaning year, and that's the irreversible rune there. So this is meaning like endings making beginnings simultaneously as beginnings are making endings. Did I say that right? Yeah, one begets the other, vice versa, or versa versa. Yeah. Take it how it resonates, right? So at the end of the year, the farmer, the harvest, that's why this is known as the harvest rune. The harvest time is a time of evaluation, assessment, learning, taking into consideration the types of aspects that you want to throughout the season, things that will affect your upcoming energies, and you're able to provide for your clan and all that. So this is very much the influence of just that assessment and learning evaluation period. You're kind of influenced by that just kind of slow beginning or slow kind of methodical pace and just learning this process in very grounded ways, whatever you're learning here, Scorpio. I think it's a new spiritual practice, maybe just a new adaptation or a way of being. Could be a partnership. And the reason I say that is because right here you have Manas. Manas here is that rune of mankind. This is that cyclical nature of things along with the years. So this is more learning your place in the world, your place in the tribe, your kind of the labels that matter to you. This is a warning here to make sure that these are absolutely necessary labels and making sure that these aren't projections. These a lot of labels that we put on things aren't needing labels at all. There's even that false dichotomy where there's no like duality to these things, and we're just skewing these things with our projections, right? So right now you're called to see this other clan flag and possibly add it to your own, adapt new practices, a new way of being, new energies along with you to gain more sense of clarity in your place and sense of well-being. I'm thinking this is an adaptation of your aspects of self, possibly inviting a new energy from this closing off of the cycle, but moving on in grounded ways with that careful, slow momentum, with that energy. Maybe one of you two is maybe fresh off of a breakup, not making sure too you're not the cause of that for one another, but that you're being grounded and sensible in your approach. Let's look at the outcome rune for your reading here. Odin's rune. You're the first Odin's rune for my readings today. So Odin's rune, that's the patch like over Odin's eye. That indicates something that's either hidden from you or something that you already know. So for that, I'll pull a rune for clarity from a completely different set. And by the way, these sets are available for purchase online at youressentialpractice.com. gmail.com. All right, so for your outcome, yeah, more abundance. You have Fehu here in your outcome. Fehu is that grounded sense of abundance. And this is letting you know, too, as your abundance increases, so too do your options for investing that abundance, whatever that abundance is, right? So literally back in the day, this meant cattle. So for that, you'd need more security, more feed, more options for investment for them. Do you send them to market? Do you breed some? Things like that. So this for you is maybe an adaptation, balancing out, and securing all this abundance in your life. These are like the three of your top abundance runes. The only other rune I can say that would make this even the most abundant rune is the one that looks like the letter P, and that would be Wunjo. But that still, this is a beautiful, you have abundance here, 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 here. So these are probably the top three runes of abundance, in my opinion, regardless. So you have a lot of abundance coming your way, Scorpio. You know that you got this, whatever this sense of abundance is for you, natural health, vitality, maybe just transmuting your energies, adapting to new ways of being, a new consciousness, new paradigm shift. It's always difficult, but it's a beautiful thing to be willing to adapt to change, isn't it, Scorpio? All right, let's get a message for clarity of clarity, rather, from the oracle deck that are the messages from the fairies. The fairies are divinely guided beings who love to assist us in our journeys. So let's get a message from them. Fairies, please show us clearly what message of clarity does Scorpio energy need to hear for this week's divinely guided rune reading. A lot of stuff going on with Mercury going into Gemini. What does Scorpio need to hear? You want that card? Okay, thank you. Marriage. Ooh, the fairies join you in celebrating wedding bliss or wedded bliss. The marriage card came up. That is beautiful stuff for you, Scorpio. Let's read more about this card. Again, it says the fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. You drew this card because your question involves marriage. This particular card holds variable meanings. So pay attention to your body's reactions as I read these interpretations to you, Scorpio. Okay? Pay attention as I read these off, because that will indicate what message resonates with you. So, the additional meanings for this card are: congratulations, you're getting married soon. Another meaning is your marriage needs some healing and attention, which the fairies can help you with if you'll ask. Another one is you'll soon meet someone significant at a wedding. Another meaning is a relationship commitment is pending. Another meaning is admit your true feelings to yourself regarding marriage. And another meaning is someone close to you is getting married soon. And the last meaning is your life purpose involves helping people with romance, matchmaking, relationships, or weddings. Beautiful stuff here, Scorpio. Abundance through and through. Namaste. Have a blessed and abundant week.